Hello everyone and welcome back for some more Drag Race gossip, secrets and drama. So you all seem to like my part 1 of queens who have been blocked on social media, so here's part 2. This video includes queens such as Aja, Tina Burner and Manila Luzon among others. All that and more coming up in today's video, so let's get started. Aja competed on season 9 of Drag Race US as well as All Stars 3. Back in 2018, Aja ended up being temporarily banned from Twitter after a heated exchange between Aja and some radical feminists where they were arguing about trans identities. Just to give some context, in 2018, Aja had identified as non-binary and used they/them pronouns. And then later in 2021, Aja came out as trans and said that she uses she/they pronouns and also explained that she had suffered with gender dysphoria since 2018. So with that in mind, back in 2018, Aja had got into a spat on Twitter with a group of TERFs, which stands for Trans Exclusionary Radical Feminists. These people had criticised Aja and said that being non-binary was not a real thing. The original tweet can no longer be seen, but by the looks of it, they misgendered Aja and called her a misogynistic troll. In response to these comments, Aja tweeted saying, "Shut the F up, you effing TERF, calling me a misogynistic troll. You are a bitter ass fake feminist. Real feminists support all women and all genders equality. Don't misgender me, you senseless cow." And fellow season 9 competitor Peppermint replied to Aja saying, "These people live in the past with their ideals. There is a new school emerging that believes in true equality and access. They don't even realise that upholding the binary relegates them to the same poor treatment women have been getting for centuries." And later on Twitter that same day, Aja defended her non-binary status saying, "I am non-binary, I am not male, that is not my truth. I do not insult women, I insult ignorance and hate." But according to Aja, she was apparently banned from Twitter because of her tweets and her account was suspended. Aja posted on Facebook saying that she had been banned on Twitter because she called the TERF a, quote, senseless cow, and then added that the 200 to 300 people who were devaluating Aja's non-binary identity were not banned. Aja's Twitter was then reinstated sometime later, and she received further support from her fans and other drag queens, and her Twitter remains active to this day. Tina Burner and Tamisha Iman. Tina Burner competed on season 13 of Drag Race US, and Tamisha Iman also competed on season 13 of Drag Race US. During season 13, there was a lot of drama between Tamisha and several other contestants, including Tina Burner and Candy Muse, which all came to a head in a heated argument during Untucked in episode 5. After the season finished, there were several reports saying that Tamisha had blocked several of her season 13 sisters on social media, as well as many other people online. I won't go into the full story as it's a bit long and complicated, but Tamisha said that she was starting a new service called the Tamisha Iman Network, and she said she would be spilling the tea on lots of things to do with Drag Race and her fellow competitors. And in that time period, it looks like Tamisha blocked many of her season 13 sisters. For example, in this Twitter thread about the season 14 cast convincing Bosco to get an iPhone, season 13 competitor Denali commented saying, "Bosco was our Tamisha, now you just gotta block half your cast." And fellow season 13 competitor Lala Ree also once tweeted saying, "I don't have a drag mom and yes, I'm blocked too." The backstory to this is that Lala Ree said during season 13 that Tamisha is technically her drag mother. However, it has been implied that the two of them don't really speak, and it looks like Lala Ree doesn't consider Tamisha to be her drag mother anymore. Another season 13 queen who was apparently blocked by Tamisha is Tina Burner. During season 13, in the infamous argument between Tamisha and Candy in Untucked in episode 5, Tina supported Candy and at one point stepped in to defend Candy to Tamisha. I asked Tina about this when I interviewed her on my channel, and Tina said that she doesn't have a relationship with Tamisha anymore and added that Tamisha blocked her on social media. And what is your relationship like with Tamisha?
I don't have one.
Okay.
At all. Zero. I'm blocked on Instagram.
So it's clear that Tamisha has blocked several of her fellow season 13 castmates, including Tina Burner, and the situation has not changed as they are still not following each other on Instagram. And in fact, the only season 13 contestants that Tamisha is following on Instagram are Elliot with 2 T's and Kimora Hall, Jaremi, Carey and Gunn. Just a quick message before we continue with the video. Currently, less than 10% of you are actually subscribed to my channel, so please can you just take a moment to hit the subscribe button and support my channel. I provide these videos for free on YouTube, and just by subscribing it really helps my channel to grow and allows me to keep making videos for you all. And if you want to get early access to my videos and support my channel further with exclusive benefits, you can sign up to my Patreon and the link is in the description. Thanks a lot, and let's get back on with the video. Jaremi Carey, who was formerly known as Fifi O'Hara, competed on Season 4 and All Stars 2, and Gunn competed on Season 6 as well as All Stars 4. Back in October of 2020, it looks like Gia blocked Jaremi on Twitter after Jaremi commented on one of Gia's posts. There's not a huge amount to say about this one, but I thought it was interesting so I included it in this list. What happened was that Gia had tweeted saying, 2 things not to be discussed with loved ones, politics and religion. Jaremi then commented on this tweet saying, "It's weird to me you would tell people to not have difficult conversations with their loved ones. I know you personally and your journey, so I know difficult conversations are something you've had to do. Please don't encourage others to stay silent or complicit on real issues." And it appears that Gia didn't take kindly to this, and Jaremi later shared a screenshot showing that Gia had blocked him. And his accompanying tweet said, "Bye Gunn, I guess you weren't ready for this conversation. Let's just say it, you are completely unaware of how words matter. You're upset because people hold your ass to the fire when your ignorance shines like a gold star." And then in the comments to Jaremi's tweet, a user pointed out that Gia had deleted her original tweet, and Jaremi responded by saying, "Of course she did, ... then blocks me." And it appears as though Gia and Jaremi's feud still stands because the two of them are not following each other on Instagram to this day. Manila, Luzon and the Vixen. Manila Luzon competed on Season 3, All Stars 1 and All Stars 4. And the Vixen competed on Season 10 of Drag Race US. It appears as though Manila and the Vixen had a feud on Twitter back in December of 2018, and the Vixen blocked Manila. It's a bit of a complicated story, so I'll try and explain it in the most succinct way possible. It all started when actor and comedian Kevin Hart was invited to host the 2019 Oscars. However, several homophobic tweets and jokes that Kevin had made in the past were brought up, and many people criticised the Oscars for asking Kevin to host the awards. Later, in an Instagram video, Kevin said that the Oscars Academy had asked him to apologise or they would find another host. And Kevin said he wouldn't apologise because he had previously already apologised for his comments. And so Kevin was therefore cancelled as a host for the Oscars. Shortly after this, the Vixen tweeted about the situation and said, "This Kevin Hart stuff is yet another reminder of how quickly white people jump on the bandwagon to take out a black figure, brackets, that they didn't care about in the first place, but never see the issues with their own faves." Manila then responded to the Vixen's tweet by saying, "Yup, so disregard his homophobic tweets and keep giving him our money." The Vixen then tweeted saying, "Queens like Manila Luzon like to show up and disrupt convo for a laugh because they have no sense of social responsibility or moral compass, so it's just fun and games for them to JK about things that others take seriously. Plus, I remind her of her ex, so she's obsessed. It's fine." And that last part where the Vixen said, "I remind her of her ex," appeared to be a reference to Sahara Davenport, who competed on Season 2 of Drag Race and sadly passed away in 2012. And Manila and Sahara had been in a relationship before Sahara's death. And a lot of people criticised the Vixen for bringing Sahara up, and the Vixen later tweeted saying she had deleted her original tweet because she respected Sahara and apologised for the quote low blow, but added that Manila had peed her off. There was then a string of tweets where the Vixen said she was blocking Manila because she was tired of her game. Manila then tweeted a screenshot showing that she had indeed been blocked by the Vixen and followed this up with several tweets. Among them, Manila said that the Vixen started conversations but couldn't handle other people's opinions. Manila also said that she had been a fan of the Vixen, but said that the Vixen's voice isn't heard because of her, quote, poor delivery, and added that the Vixen needs time to grow. Manila also gave more clarification on the Kevin Hart situation, and then finished by saying that the Vixen, quote, wishes she was as beautiful as a person as Sahara, and finished by saying, quote, don't come for our angel. And it appears as though Manila and the Vixen still have a beef because they still do not follow each other on Instagram to this day. So there you go, there was part 2 of queens who have been blocked on social media. Did you know about any of these before? And which one of these were a surprise to you? Let me know in the comments. As usual, please make sure you subscribe to my channel if you liked this video, and if you could please like, comment or share this video, it would really help to boost the algorithm and promote my video to more people. It's a quick and easy way to show support for my channel and I'd really appreciate it. Please make sure you also follow me on Instagram, where I post exclusive Did You Know fun facts, and I also post interactive quizzes and polls in my Instagram stories, where you can also interact with other Drag Race queens and look at their replies. So make sure you follow me at DragTServed on Instagram for some extra content that you won't see on YouTube. Thanks for watching, and I hope you'll join me again in future videos. Thank you, bye!